This is your
Skolo,
story.
if bagare skolo, I was skolo. And it tlamehile re scan with
Yeah.
tlamehile tshwane re scan because ha rena choice. That's the thing. How scan o feel ha rena choice. That's the way o tlo palwang for nna. Because there's no scan, no re ke kena skolo. If ngale botsa no. So la ke tswa gae ka February ke re ke ya studio.
O busy.
February. If you're comfortable like a spade, opela ka spade. If you're comfortable, opela ka. Le nna like expect ka opela Sezulu se seng no mo Lekompong soon.
Holla, holla, holla. What's good? What's poppin', ladies and gents, boys and girls? We are back. Welcome to another exciting episode of the best podcast in South Africa. We call it a Dot Trends Podcast. Big shout out. Well, my name is Real Makivana. They call me Abu Tiwama 2K. The superstars are in the building. It is going to be an interesting one because today we're talking something that I've been wanting to talk about. But then let me leave it to you, superstar.
Wow. Wow.
What? What? Kitty what?
What's happening, good people? This is your guy, one and only boy, Denisha, the Levitator, with a triple F for fresh fly as well as fashionable. And yes, he did say it himself. Today, we're going to be having a very interesting conversation because for the first time in history, we have somebody from a music genre that we've been preaching and talking and saying is taking over. And you're going to get to find out a little bit.
Sure. Big shout out. Let our superstar introduce herself so that we can get into the nitty-gritties.
Hey guys, my name is Tisetso Mshe, all the way from Rustenburg, aka Kushi Sings.
Sure. Big shout out.
Ke dumela thata ba mo today, and one thing I can say for like it has been a nice experience for the past 2 months, 3 months. I've been seeing things, getting to know people, experiencing a lot of things. Like today is my first podcast. Can you imagine?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's toast to that. Let's toast to that. And you chose to come to the best podcast in the country. Big shout out.
We get to start this. So we have a family tradition, and the family tradition is before we get into an interview, we have to all relax. I'm going to ask you guys very uncomfortable questions.
Uncomfortable questions.
Very uncomfortable. I don't like it when, everybody on the hot seat is comfortable. It's easy.
Well, for me, you can never catch me sleeping because anyway, I'm not dating. So anything that has to do with Mojolo, it doesn't include me. So I can't really be uncomfortable. So do your thing.
First question. Are you dating? I'm joking. That's not the first question. We are playing a game called Never Have I Ever. If you have, you sip. If you haven't, just tell us that you did.
Okay.
You can also go in detail. I'm not stopping you.
All right.
You're more than welcome.
Let's get the drama.
Never have I ever tried to flirt and accidentally insulted the person.
So if you haven't, you drink. I just want to make.
If you have, you drink.
If I have, I drink.
Yeah.
If you haven't.
If you haven't, then you don't drink.
Okay, right. I haven't though. End up insulting someone.
I haven't.
I have.
I haven't.
My sense of humor doesn't allow me to be entirely nice.
Then insult people in the process.
In my head, I think I'm joking with you because I think you get the humor. But yeah, no shame.
I wonder what is the joke. Do you want to share the joke so that maybe we can vet it and know
never.
exactly what you're talking about here?
No, I mean it was years back when I had to go on a date to meet somebody for the first time, and it was my first time seeing them. Like sometimes when you see somebody on the picture,
Yeah.
you see potential,
Okay.
and then you meet, and then it's just like, oh,
Ew,
actually
it's
don't
zero.
look like, So he was like, I keep on ghosting because I don't reply on time. And I was like, how is it that I'm ghosting someone that I can't already see? Because the height difference is... Sorry.
Okay, no, it wasn't a bad insult though.
Oh, no, he took a lot of insult.
Was it?
Yeah.
He can
date
go
only
climb
lasted
the
five-
highest mountain in the world. Tell him I
The
said
date
that.
only lasted 5 minutes, and then, yeah, we had to all go home.
Okay, next.
Never have I ever stalked my crush's social media and accidentally liked a post from years back.
That one I have.
We're all guilty.
That one you're all guilty.
That's what we all. You're clearly drinking.
Yes. What about you?
No.
Are you that careful?
Yeah.
I doubt. You're lying to us.
I think I've done it 3 times, maybe 4 times, even more than that.
You see.
I've
We
done
can-
it
Nothing
all.
is like intentionally like. One thing about me, if I'm crushing on you, I'll intentionally like.
Intentionally.
Yeah, so it should never be a mistake. You need to know that,
That-
I'm on to you.
And you're looking at the profile.
Yeah.
I mean, I've liked posts from years back, but I wasn't crushing on those people, so
Okay.
it wasn't a crush.
All right.
One last one. Never have I ever responded to a message in my dreams and thought I actually did.
Oh, no.
Well, sometimes I wouldn't be dreaming.
You were responding to a spiritual
Nah,
message. You need to be
I
careful there.
don't remember doing
Okay,
that.
but sometimes, you can also respond in your head.
Ne?
Yeah.
Responding in your head, yes, but in my dreams, no.
Na zanke.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, responded the spiritual message. You.
Tla ga ba batho ba wrong. One day they're gonna call you. Tsamaye. What's that one?
You guys are not right. You guys are not right. I mean, it was just a dream, guys. Nothing.
It's just like it's like that thing. O kwa motho o tla ka re motho o bitsa.
Yeah.
Then over here, batho ba tona ba rata wena o araba badimo.
Mara, hey, good lady, like good lady.
No, we need to check with you. We need to check
O
with
tla
you.
dilo dilo.
Anyway, like we said earlier on, the conversation is all about you today because we are celebrating you. You tapped into a very hot gender that we see doing absolutely amazing in the country, in the continent as well, and parts of the world as well. It is important as we represent, culture, to celebrate people like you, especially young people doing absolutely amazing. So without wasting any further time, today we are talking Lekompo. Let's take it from the start. You did say that you are from Rustenburg. So I want you to paint a picture for me to someone who's currently watching. How was your childhood like growing up in Rustenburg? What was your highs and lows during that particular time in your life?
Ke gotse bjang? I wasn't even like thinking gore I'll be an artist
Yeah.
one day. I was a sporty girl go sekolong from primary. I used to think, maybe I'll become the next Caster Semenya.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nako ya tsamaya, we growing up, re tsena sekolo. The only thing you're focusing on ke go fetsa sekolo. Rustenburg, there are minds there. Ke go fetsa sekolo, you ponola artisan.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so with high school, you go to high school, you're starting to experience a lot of things. Ke go sekolong, ke di choir. Now you realize I have a voice. Then after school, I went to varsity. I'm moving to a different place. I went to Cape Town, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Big
I was
shout
studying
out.
I was studying at UCC. So now you're starting to meet batho see new things. Someone posted my group chatting ya go sekolong I want a female vocalist. So I was like, I can give it a shot. Could try something, maybe something together. Then come text Ramita. Then first experience, it wasn't that So I posted those videos the time I was recording. And then there are people from home, they are already more music in there, do music and text can we work? Then I went back home, got the holidays. When I get there, I'm starting to work. People are starting to like my voice. We're pushing, but it wasn't that working that
I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nele mo the small gigs around high Rustenburg, the studio, no, people are getting to know you. Then TikTok, do you know TikTok? That's where-
Yeah.
So
One powerful
TikTok,
tool there.
I'm starting to post now. That's when I met Dr. Scaro, the more trend. At the studio. Then I came to Gauteng. Then magic happens.
Beautiful.
Then I'm like, I'm no longer going back home. Even ga le botsa no. So like it's a hike February ke re ke studio.
Busy.
February. Azange ka ya gae.
Next.
So like I got 2 outfits. Ke remember I'm coming back. They've been calling. Ke re no. La ga ke bereke ga ke etseng. Skolo ga pala eng. Now I'm doing something for myself. La gape.
True.
I'm not coming back home. Ke le sharp.
So before I get to ask you any question, how does it feel to have dimples?
Oh, by the way, it's only one dimple.
That's because I can see it. I can see it.
Sometimes it's because you know you have a dimple. Or wanna compliment. Why you smell the whole day? Sometimes today smile because I want to show you. The videos.
You just
Always I'm facing that side because I only have one.
That dimple has to show. Big shout out.
Fair.
So you do Lekompo. I just want to know, why did you specifically choose Lekompo out of all the other genres?
Lena believe for Lekompo, to be honest, because I used to do piano only. Piano, not only, but piano Afropop, not Lekompo.
Yeah.
So when I came more to work, Makati was invited to studio. Actually, Nana studio session that time.
Yeah.
So that time, Nikente Koshete 2. It was piano. So nerefetsa engwe ya Lekompo, but we were not that sure kayon. So Hatena, the producer at Lalapina, Makazi was there. She was like, "Who's this?" Kariken, you can sing. Sharp, like, wa recorded. And the time I recorded Sakawena, she was like, "Show me. Opelamo." That's how it happened. And only to find out my first Lekompo song comes Big Pelano, it reached gold. Give 5 millimeters.
Big shout out. Big shout out. Big
So
shout
yeah,
out.
I
Big
was
shout
like,
out.
this is really happening. If ever, piano you gotta do what works for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, I can be good, but if ever get there's nothing
That's
you
what
can do.
matters the most. I still want to take you back to Cape Town though, because I wanted to talk about the music a little bit later, right?
Okay.
But then it's fine because we've tapped into it. So what were you studying in Cape Town? What was happening in Cape Town?
In Cape Town, I was studying BA, Bachelor of Arts, majoring in psychology. So, hi, Nedin
Yeah, let's talk about it. This is your story, right? This is your story.
If bagare skolo, I was skolo. And it lamile scan with
Yeah.
Lamile sanere scan because harina choice. That's the thing. How scan o feel harina choice. That's the way it palwang for na. Because there's no scan or no ke kena skolo. And then come go music. Music o bona ka re dilo dialoga. That thing come mira course e le gore like it was just a course you chose because how none choice. So it's not easy. It was not easy for me, to be honest. Haka fades, by the way.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to even worry because one thing about this life as a journey, right? A lot of us want quick things, not knowing that, you know, if this is working for you, you can pause this one, focus on this one, come here later because it's really a journey, right? It's really a journey. So
that's true.
I don't want you to worry yourself. Most likely at some point that qualification is coming back home. Let's talk about coming to Joburg then. What happens on the first day when you land here? You are from Rustenburg, you go into studio, right? You don't know who you're meeting. I'm assuming that you guys met on social media.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind at that particular time? And how did you end up, you know, deciding that, okay, fine, no, I'm no longer going home. I'm going to stay in Joburg. Were you seeing light in what you guys were doing at that particular time? Tell us about the experience of coming to Joburg, start recording. How was life for you up until you can, you know, fully decide to say, I'm staying in Joburg?
You know, how Joburg, there's that more, you know, I'm here to work.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's like that. You feel excited about a lot of things. You see yourself not just as an artist, I can work here today, more in this building, I can do this. You see a lot of new things. So at least I was so excited actually. I get studio, ke ne ke bona gore the producer o na le believe mo nna gore
Yeah.
go na le artist tse tlileng studio we have to work so ka feel gore I got this I believe in myself then I recorder because Leon he's good mastering is very important
Yeah.
you can hear gore what you're doing can touch up so everything ne ke feel gore nga se tlogele fela ke gore ke opportunity if ka tlogela e feta ke style manong ke nna ke ntseng ka bomo if ever in 2 years to come tlabe ke ntse fela tlabe ke itse gore ke ntse ka bomo ke fitile ke lotsa nice ko morago ke di lebeletse so I told myself on aksa gae I guess I gae go gae yes ke tsa music but there's no way ke tlo kreyang losentse ke di kreya ka teng kamo easily
True.
so I was like if ever ke batla tswela I have to stay bo homesick bo tla emanyana yo
And also, I love what you are saying, right? Because the truth is, in order to succeed in life, you need to take risks,
exactly
right? You need to step out of your comfort zone in order to achieve.
So I just want to know, ne? You're a vocalist, which means you sing.
yes
Makazi said it herself. You know how to sing. And with Lekompo, I just want to get your direction in terms of, making that sort of kind of music. Do you make it from a point of view of you want to do storytelling or you do it because you want to have people to have fun?
okay nkaring for nna in my own opinion ke gore the sound is ke Lekompo ke tsotlhe but they are different it's like ga ba go dlalla pina there as an artist you should feel it this song this beat is giving a vibe I should tell a story here I
Connection.
can
Big
like
shout out.
I can relate to this ka tlotlela batho ka this like example there are a lot of artists baba let me make an example like Makati you can hear mo dipineng tsa gagwe tse dintsi there's a story there
Yeah.
but there's vibe it depends ka for nna it depends ka gore moody wa pina moody wa the studio session there are a lot of things that le ka go inspire gore for me I can make a song ka wine today go Lekompo because we were sitting there reno la wine I can make a song out of this interview so it ka mood you have to connect with the song so it depends how you connect do you connect that time ba go hetile do you connect you get me yeah.
Very interesting how you mention it because my next question is, what's your writing process? Do you need to hear a beat first in order to put together a track? Or do you perhaps maybe have moments where you are in your own space and you write music, later take it to studio, listen to beat and think, but this verse, I wrote it, it can fit on this beat. Perhaps maybe this chorus can fit here. What's basically your holistic writing process?
There's times where o kgona go record ba go tlalle pina beat then wa ngwala and then re-record and then maybe we're doing 2 songs that night then we do the first one the second one we feel like it's a hit for feta ya ntlha do you know how next session I can say kinyaga those lyrics on this song like they can fit it's always about getting pina wa yutla ga we editse go this one is a hit and here people are gonna love it this one is obvious gore batho ba tla e rata tse ding tse you can hear gore okay yeah it's good but it shota that thing so nna ha ke ngwala gantsi especially ko Lekompong yo ke ba so a little bit challenging because ha ke mopedi sometimes I feel like ha e tlhoke Setswana gore mo e tlhoka kilobedi nyana ole wa bona that so ke go thusana mo studio again producer maybe knows le go utlwalla when especially gona le artists tse ding it's good go bereka mo pineng for nna because we know how we're gonna produce ntho e right and remember very hopela it's difficult for nna if you love it
I mean, if it's passion, like you just balance it with hard work. It's there, it's a gift from God, right? And the only thing that you can do is just to elevate it and take it to the next level.
Yeah, but also in the same breath, I feel like Lekompo doesn't necessarily have to have you be Betty, right?
Yeah, that's
because I'm saying this because I know that Zine Ngubala also hopped onto a Lekompo track and it somewhat worked.
But it's a
Yeah.
conversation that we need to have because it started with Lady Do and it didn't land well
That's the
to other
thing.
people.
Sometimes you feel like, yes, I can sing Kasi Zulu. But if guys sing a little bit like ke sound like Pedi, it's gonna sound nice.
Yes.
So they're doing it because they are good, like Bahona. Zingumale wa khona gore a tsena mo letsotso. But if ever maybe nka ba moretsa a opela ka Sepedi, maybe na tlo pallwa yena. So yeah, ka gore like how you feel it, gore I'm gonna kill it. O comfortable yeah.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable ka Sepedi, opela ka Sepedi. If you're comfortable, opela ka Zulu. Like expect ka opela Zulu sa sengo no mo Lekompo soon.
But also, it depends. I love the conversation that you are bringing to the table, right? Zingumalo is from Alex, and it's a mixture. It's a combination of different tribes, and obviously, like you said, one thing that I love also that I need to mention before I talk about Zingumalo, it's about surrounding yourself with people that has purpose. Because I understand that people like Minister there is also assisting there, and then when coming to the translation from Setswana and Pedi. So my chat here is that it's always nice, to also go the extra mile, do the research. I mean, being from Alex, I can always get Pedi around the corner and be like, Mamela, man, I'm putting together something. So it's all about putting the effort. But then something very interesting. You come here February, you've collaborated with, international superstars like Makazi. How do you then do it? Because there are people that have been trying for 10 years. It hasn't been over a year, but we are talking, gold status on one of your singles. What's the difference between what you are doing, or how do you do it that other people are not doing it? Because then I'm trying to gauge and understand how is it that, it takes a lot of people a little bit of time, but when it took you, just under a year to put together something that we can refer to as a solid career going forward.
One thing you should always connect yourself le batho ba ile goreng ba tla go tswela mosola. Like you can work with, like you can phona batho ba ntse bua nnete gore I'm very blessed ka kganya gore ke featureile ke Makazi. Batho ba ntse le today sentse ba even big artists ba bang ba batho ba reka le Makazi. So gore ke fitla mo ke leng le nna I'm like o gare hona le motho mpresetsang button gore ke phela ke bua sa gore
It's God.
yeah ne everything is happening so fast and everything sa etsagala phela no ha se Makazi fela no ke tlo release soon ke bereka le Mr. Brown.
Sure. Big shout out.
So Mr. Brown, this at a time, I say you want to be an artist. You have money. You have resources. You have people. So for you to get there, you should have people. But if you have talent, there are people out there so you don't have to rest. How rest? Make sure you if you say oh ke phela ke le mo le ena mare a gona thelokang move change direction o ye go tseleng right what you need what you need to do gore o be sharp.
True.
No, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
And when you started off by speaking, when you started this interview, you said you've seen things.
Yes, I've seen things. I've met a lot of people that I never thought at this time. I knew who I will see. I will sit with them, get share the drinks, but I never thought it would be this early. I've getting experience with Makazi, her taking me to places, Ketamali, and I meet a lot of people. Experience a lot of Saka when it was my first music video. Today I'm on a podcast, like I said. Mr. Brown. I meet a lot of people every day. I see batho ba ntšha ba inspire ba le gona ke believe even now I don't have to bangkhalemetse ka this thing when you see these people don't, because now you are there. Yeah. So I get more how to be honest.
Before I answer the question that I wanted to ask, let's also give props and big shout out to people that invited you to Joburg for the first time. I understand that it's DJ
Dr. Scaro is Dr. Scaro.
Dr. Scaro. Big shout out one time because he contributed, and I love it. And he's gonna be my guy. The fact that he's also taking care of a younger sister from Rusty Dusty. So big shout out to him as well. Big shout out.
Yeah.
But then let's talk about connections, right? You did say that this industry need connections. How do you then vet your connections? Because yes, we are exposed to a whole lot of people, right? There are people that genuinely want to assist us. There are people that have, their own intentions. There's a lot that happens in this industry where, people that have made it tend to take advantage of people that are still upcoming. Have you experienced something of that nature? And also, how would you navigate such things? Because the truth is, they happen a lot where, big people, they'd say, in order for me to push you to the next level, perhaps maybe, we need to get into blankets together. How are you planning to maneuver the industry, considering everything else that happens in the music space, or particularly in the industry?
Especially as the female artist, it's not easy, to be honest, because I've the studio tsa ko gae tsa ko skolong. Yeah, what is it? That's a whole impeto. Even studio settings in impeto. So those kind of studios, they are dangerous. Hey.
Dangerous.
Yeah, it's
I was
very...
about to say, give vibes the whole entire night. And the sad part is that most of the tracks that you guys are going to spend recording overnight, they don't even get released. That's my challenge.
That's the thing, You will now think, if ever when now it's done, it's better. No salo record.
No salo record.
So the connection in it. Ketsana ntho ke berekang gate ke production ke berekang lone. Record label S3 Empire Production. Dr. Scaro o berekile le the artistic. He's been working with a lot of artists. So at least he knows people. So that's how connected we are. He has worked with a lot of people from Kopolokwane, Limpopo, Bokeshalo, Shebeshete, everyone. So ke like gore ke wetsa mo matsogong a cuz ke tshwere sharp. I know if ba ke ditse pina e shota ka mamang.
Yeah. Mara la khaleme shebe though. Ke di accident tsa yang tse dingata ngata so ala khaleme shebe. Yo. Someone talk to him. But it's not about that. It's all about you today.
So now, let's talk about this. So you've met all these people that you've met. You found the connections. You've gotten into one of the biggest tracks. And now you are in the industry. Is it what you expected it to be?
Big shout out. Good question.
Thank you.
Twara. Big shout out.
Could you repeat the question again?
Okay. So now that you are in the industry,
yes.
Is it what you expected it to be?
Can I add before you answer? Maybe just so for context, right? So often when we see the industry outside, it's glitz and glamour up until you get into the industry. Then you get to realize that, there's hard work and there's challenges. So what the perception that you had before getting into the industry versus now, is it still the same?
It's not the same. Maybe like we see it like an artist, but I have to be strong because so ke di challenges tse dintsi tse tlo gore ke di face no yana gore tlamile ke bereke ha o sa bereke especially o bereka le batho ba manya dipina di kae not doing anything wetsa so those kind of things ha ka tloela I have to gore ke tloele mmelaka gore you can stay up 3 days o sa robala maybe 3 hours only.
Crazy.
Today
crazy.
Studio, tomorrow they have a big studio where they record big artists today. So I can't be sleeping in my room on the studio sessions.
Yeah,
I have to be up.
You can't.
If like it and nago studio ko kamereng and then you can then verse.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. So music like people are working hard out there. It's easy. Oh, what very nice. Oh, pina e monate, the baja monate. For na there's more. There's more. Go a batho ba bereka ko ntle.
Correct.
People are working.
And where are you guys taking Lekompo, right? One thing that is unique about Lekompo is that I see often a lot of artists having Lekompo, events. But then also the nicest thing that I love is seeing, people connecting with those artists, maybe even on a personal level, because you hardly ever see them, on stage. It's most of the time, chilling with the people that support the movement. So as an individual, where are you guys taking this sound? Because clearly it is dominating Africa now. It is making it in parts of the world as well. Where are you guys taking this subgenre that is super hot, emerging in our country? Because we know that, we own dance music when coming to the world. So when you look into the future, where do you see the future of Lekompo?
Ke nagana gore Lekompo is the next big thing, to be honest. Go setse ganyane for nna. Imagine if Maphorisa ka tsaya Lekompo. It's gone. Gone to Kontle. Nigeria, bo Davido ba kena Lekompo. It's gonna be the biggest big thing. And I guess only know yana artists they are like they wanna try doing Lekompo.
Yeah.
So not just started, to be honest. I'm still connecting with the culture ya Lekompo,
Yes.
Limpopo. But I
But
love
at some point, parody Nigel.
yeah, not really. But I love their tradition.
Yeah.
They're just guys. Groove, everything, there's vibe there. So Lekompo for na little tsia and then little little tsanella. Now I wanna start no
Yeah. Yeah.
piano by Lekompo. After that, what uta bare pano mo Lekompo. Because vela re na setse go na le nega la Lekompo pateng already. But I'm just saying gore can khale ka tswa fela it's gone.
Yeah, because you did mention that out of all the artists that you mentioned, right? Davido Giamwana Lekompo. To be honest.
No.
Yeah, I do see him Lin.
You would.
No.
Why?
He would. Davido will fit. I can say no Lekompo.
Look, he can feed, right? I mean, the most important thing for me is talent. But then I guess I'm selfish at this point in time, to reserve the sound for our people. I want them to milk the wave that is currently, taking the world by storm.
And
I want them to milk.
Will even be surprised the double private Lekompo in the next 5 years.
And my thing, let me tell you why I'm selfish, right? Instead of these people appreciating our sound, often the time they want to duplicate it and they don't get it right.
Okay, I see what you get.
That's my challenge. Look, if you want to do Lekompo, come here, do your research, collaborate with people from here. Don't sit in Nigeria and want to produce Lekompo because you're just going to miss that one element, then the whole entire song is boom. Because Nigeria, as it is, they're producing Amapiano, right? Yeah. And one thing that I can tell you is that they're producing the sound that we were producing in 2016, 17 when Amapiano was emerging. By that time, we've moved, as a subgenre under the dance category, doing absolutely amazing. That's my biggest challenge. Don't duplicate. Come here. Let's teach you.
Okay, but
let's give you the stage.
It's not even a matter of duplicating, right? At the end of the day, even with my piano, we know where the DNA is, and that is South Africa.
Hey,
Same
one
thing
time
as
changes,
Lekompo.
Gloria. Yeah, same as Lekompo.
Guys, don't never ever underestimate never ever underestimate that. But my challenge is not everyone is on social media like us. Not everyone is woke like us. The next person can receive that song as it is. Even though they know or they don't know the DNA.
Nah, I have to disagree.
I'm telling you, there are so many songs.
Prime example outside of music, right? Bacardi. Obviously, when a lot of people got to know about Bacardi, they got to know Bacardi with Water by Tyler, but they didn't even think it was a South African thing. And I'm saying this because of the videos that I've seen a lot of people had to go back to do their research to be like, oh, actually, Bacardi originated in South Africa. Same thing as Amapiano. Amapiano, the DNA originated in South Africa. Other countries and other continents, they want to adapt to the sound because they appreciate the beauty of it. Same thing is what's going to happen with Lekompo as well. I do see a lot of Nigerian artists actually tapping into Lekompo. And just because they're tapping into it, and somebody who's never heard Lekompo from a South African artist, sure, their first perception is that this sound, I heard it from this artist, which means it might be from Nigeria. But then it always traces
Without
back
knowing
because
for it,
a lot of
okay.
people know that, come on, Lekompo is from
But
South
it's
Africa.
gonna take a research for you to know and realize
But we're
that
talking a fraction of
the
people.
DNA
But this is
they shouldn't duplicate our sound, guys.
can try to have like Marileka piano. Even the sound of the piano, they're no longer the same as.
Yeah.
It's like they are changed. I get to get they are mature or it's gonna happen. Kalogombo. We will be dancing to Lekompo, but if we last do slender, cut 20, 30 something, we feel like Nedibu at that time. Now the sound
Definitely.
maybe it's gonna be slow or more faster. We don't know.
But as long as they're not duplicating, and I love the fact that when we get there, they would have seen this interview and they would know that this sound belongs to the beautiful artist emerging and killing the
Yeah.
game from Souther. That's my thing.
Question. Do you see yourself on Coachella? Your sound, Coachella, do you see it happening?
You mean Keshalo?
Coachella, the event
Coachella,
in
the
America.
event in America.
Oh, I don't know it.
Yeah.
I don't know it. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
it. Because I don't know it, let me just say, dilo fela tse di like ke be ka Setswana. Dilo tse di dintle, tse di tona. Those big events, the awards thing. I want to see myself there.
Big shout out,
Yes.
big shout out, big shout out.
What is the biggest stage you want to see yourself in?
Biggest
Stage or the biggest event?
in South Africa.
Yeah.
I reckon ska lwela ne, but next year.
Na Loela, mama.
Lwela ne?
Loela,
But next year I
Loela,
have to be go to summer or something or Metro Awards.
Big shout out, big
yes.
shout out. And look, ke batla o lwele. Like, no one should breathe under your watch because a talent from God as a gift from God, right? So you using your talent as you're representing the God that gave you this talent. So Oscar ba tlhomagela pele ba kgakgamolela kaofela, like from
Ke ska
Nigeria to
Yeah.
the US, like ba kgakgamolela kaofela.
And it's gonna be easy. It's easy when you are versatile. You know, when you're versatile, how you can work with any artist. It's easy. It makes things easy for you because in a short period of time. But I only have features.
Yeah.
Ke recorded the guy called Mesophil from Venda. I was featured more album in Yahare, the recent album. Prince Benza also worked with Prince Benza.
Big shout out.
Yes.
Ooh, Prince Benza.
Yeah, Prince Benza and
Yes,
Master
yes.
Brown, Dr. Scaro,
I got some
Makadzi.
Prince Benza. Yo, Makadzi, continue. Now we joke a lot here. Don't worry. Never mind us.
Makadzi, and both from Limpopo. I have songs like Zoli White Smoke. Baba Ntinyana. So
Yeah.
how versatile artist, it's easy. If ever any artist let's do this, you know you gotta try.
Yeah.
Makadzi had at least a different genre, you know you gotta try. Okay, go Fifi Cooper like you gotta try. So
I love that because then I want us to talk about, versatility in the music space. So are we seeing you strictly doing a lot of Lekompo, or do you want to explore other genres as well within, the music space in the industry? Because for us as South Africans, right, we one of the most fortunate countries in the world are to produce, different genres, basically. You know that when you go to America, we look at R&B, country music and all that. But here, we're going to give you all sorts of sounds, right? From Afro-pop or to piano, to hip-hop or to motswako, to house, to Bacardi and all that. Do we see you tapping into different spaces within the umbrella of the music space in the industry?
to be honest, because if it's a no, I guess ke le nna self. I
Yeah.
haven't found myself be like, this is what I'm comfortable with. Because ke recordile piano, I don't know, 3-step. Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I also did
That's
3-step.
big.
So I'm waiting to release those songs and see
Yeah.
how people react. People are gonna tell me ke sharp for like which one ke me sentse ke me jare ka yone. So I'm just
Yes.
waiting for my releases and then ke bona gore ke ya kae, because I sang the genres are different.
Yes. So basically, you're still in the discovering phase. I love it, but one thing that I can tell you is that don't box yourself, right? Don't forget to have fun in the process as well.
Yeah.
So if you are gelling or if you are connecting with a beat, don't say because it's piano and I'm focusing on Lekompo. Look, work with people. The biggest secret to the industry is constantly collaborating with people, because then this person is going to connect you to this person. This person is going to connect you to this person. The next thing you know it, you've built a super, dope career. So never ever box yourself. I don't know. You might still be focusing on Lekompo, which is a good thing also. But ride the wave that is going to benefit you the most. And Lekompo, yes, please represent us.
Yes, thank
I
you.
mean, by all means, with everything that you said, I feel like that is what she's currently doing, because given the short period of time that she's done everything, and the biggest thing that I've noticed from her is that she's not afraid of taking risks.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you
yeah.
came to Joburg with just 2 outfits. Look at where you are now.
Yes.
You get. So I do see you tapping into other different genres and you're going to have fun with it. But out of everything, you mentioned versatility. We know that you're a vocalist, right? But then also at the same time, people don't know that you know how to dance.
Go dancer.
Yeah, no, let's get into that. Yeah, let's not go more. Ke mona jalo tolena.
Oh, you saw this video,
You saw them.
Isha, no, get some phefo e tsamayang gore mo or a diver.
Yes.
Phala ke Lekompo can just sit.
True.
I can't. If I'm out was stuck, that I'm mologa yo.
I think we've also spoken about the most important things, right? But one thing that I want us to tap into as well is music business, because a lot of the time, we are excited by the glitz and glamour when you finally blow, when you finally, get to have a piece of the cheese. But then music business also plays a very important role. So are you a signed artist? Are you an independent artist?
I'm a signed artist.
Signed artist.
Yes.
So what's the conversation like as a signed artist? What kind of contract did you perhaps maybe sign? Is it confidential or is it something that you
for
can
me
discuss?
it's kind of confidential.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So if it's kind of, it means there's a possibility that we can get something.
Some. Yeah,
I'm going to be quite frank with you, right?
okay.
There's a contract that I've learned, that I've studied in the music space. They call it a 360 deal.
Okay, 360. Okay.
Yes. So I'll give you, because of time, I'll give you a bit of a 8 lamps. So a 360 deal usually exists within your Sony, your Universal, like your big giants, right?
Okay.
But what they do is they'll do everything for you. You need a music video, they'll shoot a music video for you. You need PR shoots, they'll do that for you. You need a mansion on your music video, they'll do that for you. You need a Lamborghini, they'll do all that. But you tend to walk away with a little because they need to recover for all the expenses that they've been putting, or they've been investing towards your career. Is it something of that nature that you signed?
Let me just say this. With my record label, they're doing things for me. Like they're helping me with a lot of things.
Yes.
But I cannot say much. I cannot say more than that. But I get really record label and they're helping me with, and I'm happy with the contract.
Which is important.
So that's all I can say.
Okay. No, as long as you are happy, also overvotes.
That's what important. I'm happy.
There's Makivano, who's now your brother, so they should do the right things because I know music. I know music.
We'll do that.
So just the final question for you. Do you only see yourself in the music space? Only?
Good question.
Ke batla go actor.
Sure.
Yes, I can. I think I can be a great actor. I can be a good actor. But I don't know if it's talent, but I will do it.
Acting as well.
Yes,
Beautiful.
I wanna act.
The most interesting thing, okay, you wanted to.
Chef, I can cook,
Yes.
but I'll cook for someone.
Is there someone?
Nah, there's not someone. How someone? Oh, after yes, I'll cook for you for.
Yeah, for them.
him,
Okay,
me,
okay,
yeah.
right. Very interesting because that's what I wanted to
I beat you to it. I knew you were gonna go there.
to talk about. Because here's the thing, right? And the more popular you are, the more you are exposed to a whole lot of people. You're gonna attract a lot of people.
Yeah.
Others are gonna be fans. Others are gonna be, people that are just interested in you. Are you currently experiencing that at this point in time? And if yes, how are you navigating that part of life? Because others see you as an artist, unfortunately. Others see, a potential partner. So how are you navigating all that mess?
Hey, ne hona le o mone ke re ka zama, but I'm busy.
Eh.
Ga ke kgone gore ke be ine gone mare it's not like ga ke batle a ke kgone because ke phela ke le busy. It means tlamile ke nne lo fela go ke bua le someone nyana, but there's nothing try.
Mara ba yang go di DM, especially ga ba go bona or chat, TV, chat, radio,
But
this and
some
that,
text,
podcast, music
people
videos.
text, but ban share, but I
Zero.
nah.
You're not there. Okay.
But I mean, I feel like out of everything, if you are in the industry, you need to like find somebody who understands how busy you can.
Ne.
be. You get.
True.
Because having somebody who's like readily available 24/7, of course, there's going to be problems there because they somewhat expect you to be there, but you can't really be there because
Yeah,
even
yeah,
as much
that's
as what
fair.
you're doing is going to benefit you in the long run, but you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Just be careful because for the most part, majority of the people that are going to approach you is because of the things that you do.
Ne.
But
Things
you need
that
to
you do,
find
the things that you have,
You need to
yeah.
find somebody that will appreciate for you. You know.
Yeah, otla. Why ikitse mo leng otla.
That's because I'm more. And
Just one last question before we close out the interview. So, such a very short period of time, you've done big things. How's the money now? Is the money giving you, at least an impression of if I push within a year or two, I'll be a multi-millionaire. How's the money now?
Nah, you're not.
And is it promising?
You're not here, but it's promising.
It's promising.
I can see hore. Hanga na serious. Yeah, soon.
The Range Rover nyana re ka drive.
Exactly.
Aye,
So it's
sure.
promising. Ke a bona le nna gore.
Beautiful. Look, you are a superstar and your things are so aligned. And I don't want you to doubt yourself in the process. And I need you to focus and continue to give people what they are basically expecting from you as an artist, which is music. The future is super bright. And in everything that happens, you need to know that, your sole responsibility as an individual is to make it happen. And, we are happy for you. Glad that you could give us, insights when coming to Lekompo, and may God bless your journey in everything that you do. And we can't wait to see you shining and, tapping into big stages as well.
Thank
Big
you.
shout out.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much.
Listen, all I can tell you is that ufihlile.
Ke a leboga.
You are there. Hearing you say your story in the beginning, you also answered a lot of questions that possibly you have been asking yourself. I don't think right now you're at a point where you have to figure anything out. You've already started. You figured it out.
Ke focus.
Exactly. Right now it's just on you to just take it. You've launched it. Just take it to the highest level that you can. If there's anything, you don't strike me as somebody who would doubt for the most part. Your gut instinct will always lead you to the right direction, and you already know that. You are doing good. You're doing
Thank
absolutely
you.
amazing. For the start that you've had to where you are now and to where you're headed, I don't see anything stopping you. You are unbreakable and untouchable, and I just want you to go with that and, just give people what they expect.
Big shout out.
Thank
you. Big shout out.
Give them that.
What an amazing interview, man. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. We are the Trends Podcast. We call it the best podcast in South Africa and representing pop culture in the country. We are out.
Sorry, just one more. One.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yes.
Kush. Is it like Kush? Like the Kush?
No.
Yeah.
Is it not?
It's Kushi.
Not the Kush. that
Kushi.
we're thinking about.
Kushi.
Okay. We are out.
Big shout out.